Hello everybody and welcome back to Jacobstad in Power to the People. We are about 30 days through our 50-day challenge on this one, and that is going to allow us hopefully to get some of these reputation points I keep going on about. That'll allow us to do things like upgrade power plants. It'll allow us to do quite a few little bits and pieces that we're not allowed to do right now. It'll open up some new maps for us possibly as well. So we're really hoping, I'm really hoping that this episode I can get this one finished. There's a new city being built in 8 hours. Wow. Why did I leave it at that point? Good grief. I must have been really I think I was nearly at an hour, so I really needed to cap it off. So anyway, let's, I think we're good right now. I think that one is looking a little bit over, subscribed. Let's have a look at it. So let's see how that did yesterday. Yeah, it almost hit its 36. So I would be really careful. It'll be okay as long as nothing else sort of draws off it, but it might need replacing with a bigger substation, which will increase my NIMBY, but it might be worth doing. I'm on 300,000. Yeah, I'm going to do that now, I think. I'm going to take it away and I'm going to put a bigger one in. Because I'm worried that the substation will overload. But what I'm going to have to then try and do... no, I want a substation. Ah. Oh, don't be a pain now, not fit. Oh, of course, it has to be outside. Oh, no. Could I maybe then do an advanced outside? Because that will give 75. Those are 235, so that's 70. Oh, so annoying. Yeah, I think an advanced... Oh, no, that's molten salt. What am I doing? An advanced one out here, if I can. No, I can't. They're just so big. Ah. So a normal one might just about fit out there. Oh, man. I've made a rod for my own back here, haven't I? Oh, gosh, they're going over there now, look. Look at them go. They're off to the mainland. Oh. There is just no way. I don't want that guy getting overdone. I think what I'm going to do is put an advanced one in. And I'm going to actually just demolish both these little ones. Because what will happen is I'm worried that the big one will sort of... Yeah. Okay, so what I can do... Sorry, my cold is still really bothering me. Sorry for clearing my throat. Like a complete non-pro. I'm going to put one there. It's going to be a lot less efficient. But it is kind of outside of NIMBY range a little while. It may be a little bit into it around here. So then I'm going to need to get that hooked up with high voltage power lines. So let's just pop some. Really? We can't go there? Okay. We can't go there either, apparently. Can we go there? We can. Nice. And so... I'm going to just drink some honey and lemon. Give me a second. That's a little better. Okay, so now I need to just destroy this little bit of a line here and change that into low voltage. And get that coming into the city that way, I think. As much as it means it's further away, it does mean that, like... And I hope it doesn't blow up. Because that would be really annoying. There's nothing more annoying than your power lines blowing up, right? Right. Let's just pop a line in there. Pop a line In fact, I don't want the lines overblowing either, so I'm going to actually put a parallel line in here. Don't be a pain. Ah. Come on. Oh, no, don't do that. Why is it too deep in the sea there? Okay, we need another way, and we need another way in. So I think another good way in would be this way. And hope that these lines don't overload. Because I can't get a parallel line there. That would have been ideal if I could have got a line going that way as well, but it is not to be, clearly. So we'll go with that, and we'll see how that does. I'm going to keep a close eye on that throughout the day as we keep going. So, yeah, hopefully. And hopefully it doesn't overload anything anywhere else. But we shall see. Okay. Yeah, still massively, like, froggy in the throat. I do apologise. I know, it's super annoying. It's probably more annoying me talking about it, though, isn't it? Like... Right, so they are getting happier slowly over there. It's just taking them a while. They've got their lights on. They're very happy. It's very cold, so power lines with low loads are vulnerable to ice at the moment. So it's still 4 in the morning, so we're still not at peak load yet. I'm going to just like, make it a bit faster. I want to just double check the load on these substations. The substation's down here as well. Yeah, those substations. I think I need to replace those with some advanced or like some bigger ones. I think it's time, honestly. Maybe just those 2 with an advanced one or something. I don't know. Maybe all 3. And I've got to be really careful with the power cables, like how much they're drawing. 7. That's 16. So there's a lot more going through this way. We are kind of at peak now, so I think so anyway. Not enough data yet. Ah. But I think about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and these power lines do now take 42 megawatts, which is really cool. So I am thinking of replacing these guys with one of these big ones. That's still taking a lot. 41. So what's that taking? 32. I feel like almost each one of these, I think we need 2 advanceds. I may have to rewire things and all sorts. We'll do that at the end of today then, I think, because that one is about to blow. That one's right on its edge. Everything else seems alright. That one there is always a little concerning. I might pull that back and make that into a big substation. I think actually 1 big substation here as opposed to 3 small would probably be better at this point. It may reduce the efficiency. But I could put the advanced ones in, which are slightly more efficient at base anyway. Oh, well, apparently that didn't affect the efficiency too badly. That's very nice. Okay, 75 grand's worth of profit. I'm happy with that. Okay, so today's job, I think, is to take these guys out. 1, 2, 3. I'll take them out, and then I'm not gonna like take any line out until I know like where I'm putting these advanced substations. So I'm gonna put 2 of them in. I can put 1 there next to the research center. It might be good to have a line in between. Yeah, 1 there, and I think we're gonna need 2. I may need to just reroute those lines a little bit. I don't think I want just 1 of them. I think I need 2. Okay, so we've got some lines to reroute now, because obviously that's not ideal there, what we've got. So I'm thinking, so we do want these ones to come off this line from the power plant. I don't really, well, what I could do actually is take half the city off this biomass plant. That might be good. Bulldoze, so let's bulldoze these in between. And that's not needed either. Obviously that's got no power now, but that's okay. That needs a direct high voltage line. So we're just going to pull that line over a little bit so that it's out of the way. Lovely. And then I'm going to, well, actually, how oversubscribed is this power plant? I think it's okay. Hang on. Yeah, it's getting quite... But then what we don't want is the whole of this massive city taking off one power... Yeah, I'm going to go this one, half the city off this power plant and half the city off this power plant, I think. So let's do that. So that's going to hook up there. And we've got a whole load of high voltage line that's just surplus to demand now over here, which will allow the city to expand a bit as well. The NIMBY isn't too horrendously terrible either, so I'll probably stick low voltage lines going up this road from this one and going up this road from this one. That makes the most sense to me. So we'll just maybe go like that and like this for that one. I'm sure I could probably be neater if I planned better, but I think that's going to be a lot better. Although this one is taking a higher load, but they've basically replaced 3 of 35, so it's like 110 or so, maybe just a little under, with 2 of 75, so that'd be about 150. So we have increased the capacity quite substantially there. I do have some research points as well before we start playing. I think it might be good actually at this point, if I can. I've already got high efficiency transformers. Can I do anything? Lightning arrestor, make power lines invulnerable to lightning bolts. That sounds amazing. More efficient storage. Upgraded generators. Research agreement. Reduce power consumption of residential buildings. That sounds amazing. Okay, improved solar panels. Oh, okay, solar panels sound good. 10% reduced power demand. Yes, we can do that. And then probably improved insulation as well. And maybe next time I get a few points, I'll upgrade the generators. So, yeah, okay. Greenwashing, really. Reduces NIMBY. Love it. Okay, so. I'm very happy with that. I think we're looking good for the day. We have our new town now. So, that's going to need to take off that generator. Well, unless I just give that new town, rather, because everything around here is all completely interconnected, and it is a bit of a pain. And I've got plenty of money, so maybe I could just stick in a whole new load of generation for this new city, or maybe for that one and Koski to share. I don't know. No, actually, you can just give it its own. I've got plenty of money. It's fine. Like early game, I had to be really tight with things because otherwise it would have been a bit of a pain. But I think another biomass plant, like over here, and then I'm just gonna, I'll future-proof them and just give them advanced substation. It's really not an issue right now. It might make them a little bit inefficient seeming for a while, but I'm gonna put it over here. Reason being that eventually I might want another one to its side, so I'm going to pull high voltage lines there. I'm going to put them across there, So you can see how that's like future-proofed. I can put another one in the middle there. I can put another one out to the side if need be. Then we'll stick some low voltage in. So that's going to need to go up here and up here. And then maybe I'll just assume like a road or something's going to go there. And connect it up to the substation. Right, guys, you got power now. So hopefully, I'm always like, fingers crossed, the things I do between the days will keep it going for another day. It seems good though. One thing I could do with is maybe a bit of storage in between. Maybe here we could put a molten salt. I'm doing a great job apparently. May as well put the load onto the power plant while the city's small. Some of them say they have no power because I missed that tiny little road, or they built it while I wasn't looking. I'm not sure. I'm never sure whether I've missed it or whether they were just like, da, 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 da. Build a quick little road, la 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 la. I think there's someone over here who doesn't have any power as well. So did you build something while I wasn't looking too over here? You've been building? You have. You want some power? Lovely. Oh, okay, so we're still at 99% happiness, which is great. You know, it's just they keep building things when I'm not watching. There's so many towns now. But this is amazing. We've got like 4 towns on this tiny little map as well. They're all going to eventually start spreading into each other. I can imagine there'd be maybe another one there. Because there's a new city being built in 9 days. So maybe we could maybe fit another one there. Or maybe they're going to go on these islands or something. I don't know. Maybe over here. Regardless, I've got enough money to set up another entire big substation. Well, nearly anyway. I will at the end of the day. I'll have enough to put a new biomass, a new molten salt, and a new advanced substation. So that is all cool. It looks like something is a little overloaded over here, though. Yeah, that low voltage power line is a bit overloaded. And, yes, we'll repair it. I need to give it a new way through. That one's now overloaded. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Right, so we need a new one. Will you help take some strain off the other 2, please? I like how the colours show you what's wrong as well if you sort of zoom in on it. You can see by the colour of the lines, but you got to be there at peak, otherwise it doesn't really help. But it seems to me like everything's doing pretty well. Yeah, that little town over there is doing well. It's just my main city at the moment. My big main city is just struggling a little bit. So, we made 65,000 today. Is that maybe because I spent more on stuff? Or it might be, we maybe lost a bit of money because the lines blew up. I'm not sure. We've got bigger capacity now though. So, and as long as we're making profit, I don't mind too much. So we've got 200,000, which again is enough to sort of really pump up a new town if I need to, with completely new infrastructure. I do like keeping the infrastructure separate. It is nice to have it interconnected in that it backs itself up, but it's too easy to overload something then. Sometimes it's nice just having a city over here that I know is like, it's got plenty of capacity. It's very small and I could just leave it. For a little while anyway, whereas Jacobstadt is really, really starting to grow very big. I love that they made little bridges over the water though, it's so cute. I'm wondering what they're going to build over there. They're like, we're all squished in, we need a bridge. Congratulations. Yes, I'm doing really well. I'm not really sure like how well I would do if this was on a harder difficulty though. This is not an easy game. I think it's probably a case you have to do a couple of easy games to get some experience, unless you're like super good at these sorts of things. Which I don't profess to be. I'm alright, you know. Okay, it's looking pretty though, isn't it? I love the way everything lights up at night. I don't know why these guys don't have their lights on. Are they all still at work, maybe? They're all still at work in the hospital. So they haven't gone home and turned their lights on yet. Oh, wow. The proper upgrading and building apartments and things now, just over time. You know the way that Sims... Well, in City Skylines, you put parks in and suddenly everything upgrades. But this one just seems to just go over time. As long as they're happy for a certain amount of time, they upgrade, which is lovely. Well, there's a massive shopping mall now. We got this massive hospital, petrol station. Is that like a park, a town square in there? They're doing really well. Okay, I'm actually gonna. It would be good if I played the day, wouldn't it? While I was looking at all these things. It's good because I can see how these new power lines are doing. So we're back up to 75 again, so clearly the problems I had in the day were what caused me a bit of a dinghy in my profit there. And despite having the advanced power stations, substations, sorry, a little bit further out, we still didn't have a knock-on to efficiency, which is great. It looks like there's a couple of things telling me that they don't have power. Let's have a little look. It's probably just lines that I haven't built yet and are needed. So you need a power line there. I'm kind of okay with that double up for now. I might change it. I'm not sure. Anything else? There's one over here. And again, they've just extended that road out. There's nothing I can do if they're going to extend a road and just not tell me that they're doing it. Nothing I can do, is there? Okay, next. Let's just go nice and fast. I think we're okay. That is looking a bit dicey though, isn't it? That's always been the case with that one. That's the biggest one I can do. The NIMBY rating's starting to take a hit because of all the bigger substations I'm putting in, but I am making more profit, so that's nice. But it's kind of okay to lose a little half a star here, there, or everywhere. So, I'm not sure what I can do to relieve the pressure on that one. Oh, I know. I know. What I think I'm going to do... I'm actually going to pop a substation over here. And then I'm going to tack it on to that. I need some high voltage lines going over here, I think. There, I think that should take some of the pressure off here because I think it was just doing this whole block down here, whereas this substation will take that pressure now instead. So hopefully that one should be a little bit nicer. Sorry, I'll be better soon, I promise, and then it'll be a bit less sniffly and gross, basically gross. I'll be far less gross when I've done a little bit more, got a little bit more better. Right, so I'll probably do like 3 and 4 of this today. I want to really try and get ahead again with a little bit of batch recording. It's just really helpful. It's been something I've not been able to do because of my back for a while, and my back is up to like 2 or 3 recordings in a row at this point, which is really nice. I've been working super hard on my physical therapy to try and get back to a point where I can do that. And yeah, hard work pays off, I guess. It's I've I've done what I've been told to do and it's worked. So I think I might need a little bit of an extension to my low power lines here because they've built a road, which probably means they're going to build some houses or something down it soon. Okay, let's go. I think we're good. I think it does pay off having a good inspect of all of your houses between days. It does definitely, for me, seem to make things a lot better. Got 4 research points now, so I think I'm going to have a look at what I can do with them. Make my storage more efficient. That might be useful. Upgrade my generators, that's the other one. I'm going to do that, I think, for now. I'm not going to do my research agreement. I could do, but... Lose research points now in exchange for having a 50% probability. Oh, so I lose 8. I spend a lot. 8 days worth, but it might push me forward faster. That might be worth taking like super early game actually later on. In another map maybe. Yeah, I think that's probably worthwhile actually, thinking about it. You built a new road out there, look. Oh, you clever little people. Why don't we give you a power line down there? Because the next thing you'll build a house down there and you'll be all unhappy. But yeah, let's look at that. That helped hugely to take the pressure off that one. Just needed to work out where to put it. These guys are still working fine. I'm just going to have a quick look at the graph on this one. And then we'll start for the day. I just want to make sure it's not like totally overloading in the day, but it doesn't actually seem to be yet. That's going to be something I need to keep an eye on. Everything's fine over there. That one is a little bit overloaded. But what I don't want to do is overload the lines. So I need to take a look over there in the middle of the day, see how the lines are doing and see if I want to add another biomass generator into this high capacity power line. So let's have a look. So because that really did get towards the point where it, well, I've already put a new generator in there as well. So how's that one done? That one got up to about 54. And that one just looked like it was, well, actually it didn't even get up to 72 out of 90. I think is kind of okay. I don't know whether it'd be worth trying to make the lines like longer or something. Or just run. Maybe I could have a second biomass here, right? Run high power cables through here and have this one purely servicing this part, and just take those take those lines away. That could be, yeah. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I think it needs sorting before it becomes a problem. So, I think if I can, I think I might have to put it behind. Other than to the side. Yeah, okay. That could work. Okay, that could work. So how about we do that? We high power line it. I hope nothing explodes after I do this. Put that into the line there so it can be used. I don't think the power, I think it's substations and power lines that pop. I don't know if the actual power generation does, or whether it'll just take off, you know, the next nearest one if there's not enough power. So I probably actually have way more than I need in terms of generation anyway. So they're all hooked in. So hopefully that one will feed this town a bit more, take a bit of pressure off of this one. And then what I am going to do is just remove that line. And that's going to basically mean that that one is, yeah, immediately that one's sort of like, Can I connect them together and make them back each other up a bit? I don't know if it works that way. I tried, okay? It just won't let me put them in good places. I'm trying to be very ecological as well. Okay, there's a couple of places around here as well that don't have low voltage lines, so we're gonna just put those in. And then we'll see how the day goes. I do prefer the method of just taking my time with it, looking at what's going on, and then pushing the button. Okay, a new robot agriculture research centre will be built on the outskirts of Jakobstad. This new building will demand lots of power, but will bring us high profits. Important, this building needs to be fed directly with a high voltage line. Okay, that's fine. I may give it its own power plant. We'll see. It depends on where it's built, though. It might just have to feed into the other research centre's power line. I don't know. It really depends on where it is. In 4 days, we've got another village being built, another town. Oh, wow. Vikas, you are using lots of power. I think you need a backup power station nowadays. Okay. That's something we can absolutely do. But I'm kind of thinking it might be cool to go from the other side with it. Maybe over there. And then let's put in a nice big fat substation. I'm going to take another... Am I going to take an efficiency hit or a NIMBY hit? I think I'm going to take the efficiency hit, because I've already got a ding on my stars for NIMBY. So, okay. Let's go for 2 power lines into it as well. No, don't be annoying. I overestimated like where I needed to put that. So and then up here and into there. So we've got like a dual line. That should carry a lot. And then we just need to connect up the power station. So let's see how that works. I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. Oh. Biomass plant going down for maintenance. Which one though? One of them has gone down for maintenance, but I didn't know which one. We've just crested 100,000 profit a day though, which is cool. We've got 12 days left to survive. And then we are done. You guys, you're growing over there, aren't you? You're being... And then there's also no power to... Oh, hello. Would you like just to tap in? Well, actually, I could give you your very own power station, couldn't I? Because you apparently need a lot. So why don't we give you your very own power station and just hook you straight up to it. There you go. Alright, is anybody else seemingly struggling? Hopefully that's going to take some of the strain off this power plant here. But apparently it's not. Why not? I've given you all this infrastructure and you're not using it. I want to check on that situation, make sure I've wired it up correctly. It is starting to. Maybe I couldn't afford to take the efficiency hit there. So that substation is basically taking way too much on. So what I think would be a good and also a future-proof way of dealing with that is to dose it down, right? And put another advanced substation like out here somewhere, a little bit further out, so that more of the city on that side is taking from that side of the power grid. Okay, and then I need to... I'm just going to do that. I like it neat. It actually costs me more money sometimes to make it neat, but it's nice you get a bit of a refund on things that you do. That you do's, that you bulldoze. So I also want to make sure that there's 2 ways in for the lines. For the low power lines. So that and that. And that'll just stop overloads on those low power lines, hopefully. Well, it doesn't look like a ton of power is going through these. Not sure why, but as the city expands out down that road, maybe it will. Must have a shorter route down there. Actually, it probably does. And let's see if I can shorten the route at all. So maybe if I did that, it would shorten the route. There we go. That's what was needed. Lovely. And I love the visual. Like, you can see if the line's overloaded. You can see if the line is taking power visually. And as I'm playing more, I'm realizing these things. It's quite nice. So, hopefully, that now means that... you know what I could do as well? Is I could put storage on the other side. I think it could be the storage that's taking a bit of a hit too. Now the issue is the storage needs to wire into the substation. So I might not be able to do that so effectively. I've not built it in such a way that the storage is good. But it's just going to feed the storage until the storage is ready. I think it's okay. I mean, if this power station blows up, I know that overloading them is not ideal. Have we not got... Oh, I need to get some power down that road, do I? Okay. Look at you guys go. Well, yeah, that's a bit concerning. Maybe I do just need to cut my losses and give them another biomass plant up here. I mean, I've now upgraded their substation as well. Just for the storage capacity. I've got money for it, so... Why don't we just do it? It's going to give you a friend. I want to see if that works. Let's see if that works. Put them right next to each other. Doesn't it? Just this one just takes all the load. And that one just doesn't do anything. But if I did a certain thing, it would split their load. Can you see what that would be? If I did this. And bulldozed that. And they should start to even out. So it seems like not a lot of the power has been taken in for the city from there, by the looks of it. I do have a lot of things to sort in terms of powerless homes, though. Let's have a quick look. Probably just where they've been building. Because they're little scallywags and they build and they don't tell me. They should get planning permission for this. Hello, Newtown. Okay, so this is kind of ideal. I think what we could do is put a nice big fat substation over here. I'll probably do. And I've got plenty of room now for some storage facilities for that town as well. So let's put a couple of those in. Like these molten salt things. Okay. And then get some high voltage power lines in. And go to the substation with it. Oh. Okay. That's going to be really overloaded then. Interesting. Need some more power supply over here then. Let's have a look. What I can do with that. Oh, we've got like loads of capacity. Yeah, okay. Loads of spaces where we can put things. How about we do that? Dose that line out. I did have a feeling you needed your very own power plant. Okay, so hopefully, as I play this, that should reduce how much it's sending. Yeah. That one is really getting quite oversubscribed as well. So I could give that one a friend. I don't care about that NIMBY rating. They can just deal with it. So... I think what I need to do better is, well, I do use storage quite a lot, so it's not like the end of the world. No one's running out of power or anything like that. I think I'm doing really well with that, but I do like to just, like, if I've got money, why not just spend it on extras to help out? This one needs support, but it's how to put it in without... So you're feeding at the moment. That's feeding this line and this line. So how about I give it another power station? Right. And we don't feed this anymore. We use the other power station to feed that line. And like I say, on harder difficulties, I probably wouldn't have as much money and I wouldn't have the options that I have here. It's high voltage, isn't it, to feed a substation? There we are. So that one should start to take some of the strain off of that one. That is the idea. That's not how it worked at all. So clearly this substation wasn't taking as much as I thought. It's all going over here. Okay, so maybe what we could do then is try and feed this line into here and see if this substation will take a bit more strain as well. No. I don't want it straight. It's 500 smackaroonies down the drain, isn't it? So we'll see how that works. My new town's looking great. This town's still looking great, I think. Oh, we've got a few new roads, I think, down here. A 97% happiness. So there's clearly some others off supply. I always leave them like off supply for an entire day. It's not great for happiness, but... Is anyone else off supply? Anybody else unhappy? Are we good over here? No one's built anything that I didn't know about? Oh, you built that, haven't you? Keep building stuff. Not telling me about it. They're so mean. Look, they're off over here now. Just basically, if I see any road being built, I stick a power line down it to try and preempt it. Preempt anything they might build on there. Alright. You guys should be a bit happier today then. Medical clinic has no power. When did you build that? When did you build all that? I just put all the new line work in. How dare you? How dare you build all these roads? Okay, so they're super unhappy now because they're a medical clinic and they're like, we're trying to treat our patients. We have emergencies here. But no, we have no power. Ah. That's what they're saying. I know, they phoned me and told me. Oh man, how are we at 44 minutes already? It's got to be close to the end though, right? So we're going to keep playing for a few more rounds. I've got enough to do my research agreement now. Probably, as I say, that should probably be something I do with the first few points I have as soon as I'm allowed to unlock it. Because that will boost me like way further, especially on longer maps. Like this is quite a short map, I get the impression. Alright, let's see how those changes I made do. Okay, so a few neighbours in Jacobstad have put some money together and they bought a small residential plot and they're planning to convert it into an office space. Finally, some peace and quiet. Did you guys build roads again? Look, I told you, you need planning permission. Oh. What happened there? Do you actually need like 2 power plants or something? Or do you need like more high voltage lines? It doesn't look like the capacity is huge on it. I think the line maybe just went. It may have just iced or something. Because it's not, maybe because it's not using enough capacity. Okay, so you're unhappy, but you will have no power at all. Because you built that road and didn't tell me again. So sneaky in this. They're so sneaky. I'm still trying to work out how to make this biomass plant. I wonder if I should get them like feeding into their own like molten salt facility, and then I still need to work on how to get them like working more in tandem with each other, so that one isn't taking a ton of load and one is like not doing anything. However, it does seem to me like if one has got a red load, that one close by does seem to then start to take more on. That's happening over here. It's just that maybe this one, it gets very close to its top load, but it never quite, well, it does get there, and it probably just takes a little bit off here, and it probably takes a little bit off here. I could put one, like another power plant over here and feed it into that substation, but I don't really like having 2 power plants feeding into one substation. They really can't take that much. So, yeah. At the moment, I'm happy. No one's off-grid or anything like that. I think the power stations, you can drive them quite hard. Okay, so I don't think we've got any research point. We've got 2 research points. Not enough to do anything with, really, though. It's very cold. Alright, let's go. Let's see how it does. Cold day again today. We're doing well for money as well. And not that I've got nearly $1 million in the bank. I've got nothing to do with it. So we're on 46. We actually we'll win the condition before we get to the end. So I'm just going to keep going. And we'll just see if we get any little, like, unhappy peeps. I'll follow them around. But yeah, I definitely think I could improve on how I thought I saw someone off supply over here. Right. I could definitely improve on how many power stations I've put in and how they're being used and why some are being prioritized over others. It is completely about distance as far as it was telling me. Honestly, I think storage is more important than anything else. I think getting a load of power plants into some storage is super important. We've got factories popping up over here. Literally putting the power line in and they're building more road as I go. Good grief. Okay. I think we're good there. I'm just going to go again. I think I've got enough of a robust system right now. That should be okay. But when things start exploding, we'll see. Okay, we just need to sort you out quickly with an extra small line. I can do that while it's playing. Oh, we've got a biomass plant going down for maintenance. Which one? Oh dear, that one. Luckily, it's very well backed up with batteries, so it's fine. Totes fine. A new city being built in 42 hours. So I think we are nearly on our last day. We've nearly won the condition now. And look at what we built. Are you proud of me? And it's all running quite well, I think. I mean, I think there might be some like over compensation for certain things. But I think overall, doing quite well. Go even faster? Are we on day 50 now? No, we're on day 49, so let's just go. Let's just hit day 50. 99, 98% all the way through. Yay! So, we did 50 days as CEO. We sold 151,849 megawatt hours. We invested 1.7 million. And we have 1.6 million in the bank. Yeah. So now, if we go in, for example, to the main campaign again, you can see I've got 5 IP. And that, I think, now means that I can unlock a few more things. So I've unlocked some new abilities thanks to newly acquired influence points. Click on the button at the top right corner to learn more. So look, we've got meta progression. So we can now do loans. Remember earlier on in this, I was really struggling for money and I was like, oh, well, it'd be lovely if I could have a loan. And they were like, not until you've done 1 map. And I was like, oh. We did pull through though. It was a bit dicey, but we did pull through. Get some new maps when we get to 10. Advanced substations. Right, so I was allowed to use them on that map just because the map allowed it. But usually I would have to have 15 IP to be allowed my advanced substations. I did use them quite liberally on that map. Planned power cuts. So you can let your customers know in advance that they'll be left in the dark and freezing. Upgrades. Upgrading power plants. That would be amazing. Offshore wind turbines. You start to get new wind turbines. I'd love to have a windy map so I can actually try wind turbines. This map that I just played, I did play to its strengths because it did tell me, there's one thing I remember from the initial look at the stats of the map, did tell me that I'd have a bonus to biomass generation. So I just used the hell out of that. But I'd love to try maybe a map with wind and things like that. So just as you get more, you unlock all of them. And it looks like you can have large-scale substations, research boosts, nuclear power, combined cycle gas plants, concentrated solar, compressed air. So there's going to be loads of cool things that we can get later on. I don't know, as I say, how much you're going to want to watch of it, but it does look like you can really expand it out, and I'll probably keep playing it. It's the sort of thing you could just chill out and play while you're watching a stream or something like that, I feel. But anyway, less of my waffling, and I'll let you guys go. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.